The RPG genre has never been more alive, and 2025 and 2026 promise to be the years when it rises again in full force. Dark worlds, unlikely heroes, and battles designed to define an entire generation. This list brings 20 upcoming RPGs that are coming strong, each one carrying the promise of reviving what we love most about the genre. From epic adventures to brutal combat, there's a game here for every style. But before we begin, tell me this. What was the last RPG you finished, and what did you think of it? I really want to hear your thoughts in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you could give me a hand, subscribe to the channel to help me reach the 50K milestone. It's a sincere request from gamer to gamer, and your support makes all the difference. Now let's dive into the list. Lords of the Fallen 2 continues the clash between the living and the shadowy dimension of Umbral, further expanding the grim universe of the first game. The story will dig deeper into the consequences of past choices and introduce new gods and creatures. Gameplay will intensify the Souls-like formula with punishing combat, transitions between two worlds, interconnected environments, and bosses that force you to learn patterns and strike with precision.
Does within you something ancient, powerful, hungry. So I ask you, will you harness this darkness within and deliver unto our so-called lords retribution? But should you fall, the world falls with you. Lords of the Fallen 2. Wishlist now.
Norse Oath of Blood is a tactical saga set during the Viking Age, where Gunnar sees his father overthrown and his land destroyed, leading him on a quest for vengeance and rebuilding. The narrative involves alliances, intrigue, and battles between rival clans. Gameplay will mix turn-based tactical combat, settlement management, warrior recruitment, and decisions that determine whether you rebuild an empire or fall with it.
Together, we will destroy this Steinar for his treachery!
Let's get this shit bucket going!
Gunnar, I want to talk to you, and I think you'll like it.
This will fit beautifully.
There is something about you, Gunnar Grimson. Perhaps it is the favor of the gods that I sense.
Your woman hits me harder when she's riding my serpent!
Lord of Ravens, I will kill him. I swear it. Steinar Farspear will die!
Band of Crusaders is a dark medieval tactical RPG where you take on the role of Grand Master of a Crusader order fighting against a demonic invasion sweeping across Europe. The plot mixes faith, horror, scarcity, and painful decisions about who to trust and how to lead. Gameplay will combine real-time strategy with tactical pauses, recruitment and growth of your order, battles against humans and demons, and resource management to keep your faction alive.
Lord, to protect us from evil. May thy firm hand reign over these lands. Evil devours remnants of life from this realm. Please, grant us the strength to resist the darkness. To cleanse this earth of corruption. join those who risk their lives to save this world. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace, so that one day I too may proudly say I am part of the crusade. Because the vermin have inherited the world. Amen.
Beast of Reincarnation is set in Japan in the year 4026, where you play as Emma, marked as a blighted one, alongside her dog Ku, trying to cleanse a world corrupted by monstrous creatures. The narrative revolves around redemption, bonds, and what remains of humanity. Gameplay will feature technical, demanding combat, nature-based powers, exploration of mutated regions, and encounters that test your connection with both the world and Ku.
西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。封じ子エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
Pathologic 3 puts you in the role of the Bachelor, a healer arriving in a city devastated by a deadly plague, with only 12 days to uncover the truth behind the outbreak. The story presents moral dilemmas, time paradoxes, and the weight of lives depending on your decisions. Gameplay will introduce time travel mechanics, letting you revisit past choices to change outcomes, diagnose patients, impose quarantines, and rewrite the fate of the city.
I saved them yesterday. At first, it seems to be working. But I can't save everyone with my own hands. The city is dying from others' mistakes. And I tried to fix them. I take control. And the city stops resisting. Everything becomes possible. A vaccine. The immortal man. Order. The Inquisitor and the army. An impossible structure. The plague made flesh. This can't just be a dream.
So, effectively, you became the head of an emergency task force, using any means to fight the plague. Tell me, Dankovsky, before and after, were you always aware of the consequences of your actions?
Black myth Zhong puts you in the role of Zhong, a deity and ghost hunter who walks between the worlds of the living and the dead to maintain balance. The plot blends Chinese myths, infernal entities, and dark journeys through the spirit realm. Gameplay will follow an action/RPG style, with battles against spirits, mystical abilities, and levels designed to be both visually striking and filled with supernatural challenges.
That losing again.
Drop that codswallop. Master will take us back. As long as we keep that mountain in her heart. Hey.
No scolding, no flogging, life spared. Why risk going back? This place. We've got food on our table and...
Daimon Blades is a brutal first-person slasher set in the universe of EYE Divine Cybermancy, where monk warriors of the Secret Order hunt demonic creatures in the dreaded Daimon realm. The story involves betrayal within the Order itself and a desperate effort to contain the spread of evil. Gameplay will combine visceral melee combat with heavy weaponry, roguelite systems, and attribute customization, playable solo or in co-op with up to 4 players. Tides of Annihilation transports you to a London ravaged by an otherworldly invasion, where the protagonist Gwendolyn discovers the ability to summon spectral knights to fight back the chaos. The story blends Arthurian legend with modern distortions and mysteries about what remains of the past. Gameplay will allow you to summon multiple knights at once, battle giants and alien hordes, switch between melee and ranged combat, and make strategic choices about which knights to call upon in each situation.
You're weaker than before. Swinging your sword like that, does that count as fighting? What's this? Can't win on your own, so you call for backup. Too slow. This is all you've got. Bow to me. Half-baked trick. Very well. This is your own doing, pest. You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay the price. You're nothing! What a beautiful sight, a perfect picture of failure. Nioh, feel the true power of Pendragon. Feel the despair. This is proof of my inevitable victory. Possible. You were just lucky. How dare you? You'll regret that. You're nothing but a bug. Well, I'm destined to have it.
I may be a mere bug, but who the hell do you think you are?
Watch your mouth.
Face it, you're just a discarded pawn in this game.
Damn you! I'm Pendragon. No one can cast me aside, ever!
Shadow of the Road is a turn-based tactical RPG set in an alternate 1868 Japan, where tradition collides with steampunk technology. The story unfolds during the fall of the Tokugawa era, featuring mystical yokai, imperial machines, and choices that could change the fate of the nation. Gameplay will mix tactical team combat, moral decisions affecting alliances, the use of magic and machinery, and an adaptive storyline where every step shapes who you become in the clash between the old and the modern. Pioneer is a sandbox game blending space exploration and survival, set across distant archipelagos where factions, dynamic events, and anomalies distort reality. You can choose to be a mercenary, explorer, monk, or outlaw while interacting with the world. Gameplay will deliver first-person combat, deep crafting, and exploration of regions packed with secrets, perfect for those who love total freedom.
We have wanted it to end this way. We offer our sincere condolences and hope you will die with that understanding.
I don't want to spoil it for you. All you need to know is that we're going to have an incredibly fun time together.
Was a mistake, and will continue to monitor you and your progress. Your actions are rapidly changing the course of events, and the general vector of changes is close to our worldview.
But here everything is strange. Our informant is weird. Our enemies are weird. The same goes for you too.
Digimon Story Time Stranger brings a monster RPG where humans and Digimon travel across dimensions, and it's up to you to join forces to face strange phenomena threatening balance. The story will explore emotional bonds between characters and digital creatures. Gameplay will focus on turn-based battles with a rock-paper-scissors system, capturing and evolving Digimon, and exploring overlapping worlds filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered.
Exactly are you working for? I remember you guys.
Who or what is that?
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
The Outer Worlds 2 throws you into Arcadia, a futuristic colony divided by factions fighting over control of the rifts that threaten reality itself. The story will mix corporate conspiracies with interdimensional dangers. Gameplay expands on everything: combat with exotic weapons, fluid switching between first and third person, a robust perk and customization system, massive cities to explore, and choices that will shape the fate of the universe.
Profit! But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revel in you. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I'll own two. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism.
Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, brings back the shopkeeper adventurer concept, now set in a city built over an endless dungeon beneath its streets. The story revolves around keeping your store alive while uncovering the secrets buried deep within the vault. Gameplay expands the classic loop, exploring procedural dungeons, collecting rare loot, selling goods, negotiating prices, and investing profits to upgrade gear and improve the city itself.
You put your skills and hustle to the test to grow your store. As you chase that vision, you may pause and wonder, is this pursuit more important than its destination? That answer lies within you, little merchant.
The Witcher 4 marks a new era after Geralt's saga, placing Ciri as the central figure in a fractured continent. The plot will dive into political conflicts, monster hunts, and the burden of her magical legacy. Gameplay evolves open-world RPG combat with new spells, revamped skill trees, unseen creatures, and moral choices that will shape the continent's future.
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
Oh no, no, no.
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
Nioh 3 sets you in Japan in 1574 amidst bloody clan wars and a yokai invasion threatening to devastate everything. The narrative follows heirs of the Tokugawa clan trying to consolidate power while supernatural forces rise against them. Gameplay will deliver frantic combat with multiple stances, expanded magic, larger arenas, and even more brutal bosses that demand strategy, reflexes, and mastery of weapons.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer. Foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
The Blood of Dawnwalker presents a world cursed by the presence of ancient gods, where human clans fight for power while corruption spreads. The story follows chosen warriors tasked with facing divine entities to restore balance. Gameplay will feature Souls-like third-person combat, exploration of dark maps, mystical abilities, and colossal boss battles that require patience and precision.
That would have been foolish, would it not? They spread the plague just as well as adults. And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness. No! Not just a runner, but a fighter, too. Had we met under a different moon, things might have
She needs help, fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you. Please. Please. I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing. Blood spilt carelessly, like water. Things will be different now. For all of you.
Warhammer Mechanicus II continues the saga of the cult Mechanicus in their pursuit of forbidden knowledge. The story puts you in command of tech priests facing new Xenos threats while striving to preserve humanity's supremacy. Gameplay expands tactical turn-based battles with a wider unit roster, deep equipment customization, and missions that test every strategic decision.
Newly rediscovered Necron planet of Silver Tenebris, where you'll customize your team, manage resources, discover long-forgotten tech, and control your tech priest's every move as you battle your Xenos enemy. We wanted to deliver these mechanics in a way that stayed true to the IP and brought Mechanicus and the world of 40,000 together seamlessly and effectively. That said, let's take a look at these features in action. A big part of Mechanicus is the large array of customization available to the player. We call this augmentation, and this is how you level up your tech priests.
Solo leveling Arise Overdrive, inspired by the famous manhwa, follows the protagonist climbing through levels of power while conquering dungeons full of monsters. The story traces his path from weak hunter to one of the world's strongest. Gameplay will feature fast-paced combat with a combo system, shadow summoning, constant skill progression, and massive raids against creatures that demand timing and mastery of abilities.
End it. Now! It's over! Don't get in my way! Too slow!
Where Winds Meet takes place in China during the fall of the Tang Dynasty, a time of political intrigue and power struggles. The narrative casts you as a swordsman free to choose different paths, warrior, healer, or even wanderer. Gameplay will offer an expansive open world, fluid martial arts combat, exploration of historic cities, social interactions, and moral decisions shaping how your legend will be remembered. Crimson Desert unfolds in the continent of Pywell, caught between political collapse and the rise of mystical forces threatening to consume everything. The story follows Cliff, a mercenary haunted by his past, trying to survive in a land of fragile alliances and brutal enemies. Gameplay blends real-time action with open-world exploration, massive battles, survival systems, and side activities like hunting, fishing, and alchemy. So which one of these RPGs got you the most excited from this list? Drop your answer in the comments. I really want to know your thoughts. And if you can lend me a hand, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to help me reach 50K subscribers. Every bit of support counts. This is a genuine request from gamer to gamer, and your subscription makes all the difference. And if you're into intense combat, click the gameplay of Onimusha Way of the Sword showing up on the screen, because it's simply unmissable. Big hug, happy gaming, and see you tomorrow.
Biggie!